We're back, Cookie.
All right, we're back on air. Thank goodness for that. It is half time in the Buckley's Cup, reserve grade competition for 1999 in the GDFL. I'll put the goggles up and give you the score. It is Eastern Suburbs 6-5-41, Bell Post Hill 3-5-23. We've been having a bit of a chat here with Grubby Cations as we've been sitting here, Ronnie. Enjoyed the half-time break, as I'm sure that all the officials in there, the GDFL and all the people from all the clubs are enjoying the luncheon. Sure. And of course Jason Doherty and Eric Nichols, who were refused to call the reserves, and we had to step in so they could go to the luncheon. Is that right?
That's correct, Cookie, but that's the lovely guys we are, as we see that players now from respective sides, Eastern Suburbs and Bell Post Hill, have taken their positions to commence the third vital premiership quarter of footy, and Bell Post Hill really need to get a wriggle on. They need to go in at
this is the premiership quarter, Grubby, isn't it? Because they've got the breeze in this quarter, Bell Post Hill. They need to get back in front.
I think if they can't make any inroads in the first 10 or 12 minutes, I think they're really going to struggle after that. But let's hope they can. Let's hope we get a real good second half of football.
Well, the Shark, he's in the centre. He'll stir the possum in the middle, Timmy Everett.
Dalziel to do the ruck work for Bell Post Hill, and Big Andy Reuter will do it for Eastern Suburbs. He's got the mouth guard out at the moment, Andy. Going to put that in your gob, son. There it goes, in she goes. The iridescent green went straight in the old north and south, and he's ready to commence his ruck work duties again, as umpire Farnsworth throws the ball up in the air, and up goes Reuter, and he slaps it 15-20 metres forward, running onto the football. That is Baresi, got it out of the centre, up towards half forward. Oh, high tackle for mine. Eastern Suburbs play, that's Baresi, went after his own ball and got it. He must take the free kick as he's ridden into the ground. Is it downfield? It is downfield.
Paul Taskus, I think you'll find.
Yep.
Good lead too, coming out strongly is the acer, Brett Ingalls. Fine grab.
Yeah, Grubby, we just spoke about they've got to kick the first few goals in the first 10 minutes. This would be tragedy for Bell Post Hill if the ace goes back and drills one.
Well, if he drills this one and another one, it could be fatal actually in the third quarter.
Here comes Ingalls. A right foot kick, awkward looking style. It's swinging back, it's swung it up. I reckon it's a goal. They've got the first run of the third quarter, the Eagles. Ingalls kicks his first, and the Eagles go further ahead. They have gone to 7 goals, 45 points. Bell Post Hill stagnant on 3-5-23. The margin now, Ronnie's out to 22 points.
Yes, not an ideal start for the Panthers in that in this third quarter. We've only been travelling, gentlemen, about 50 seconds, and Suburbs just starting to ascend their authority.
May be a little bit unlucky there, unless Ray had just gone over and tied those flags down. They've just stopped blowing, Ronnie.
Well, conditions absolutely perfect here this afternoon. No advantage at all to either end of the ground, I'd suggest, as the ball now back in the middle. Pack of players around it. Hand pass comes out. Founder Irving, a left foot kick to half forward. Pushing the ball forward. Good football there for the Bell Post Hill defence in Burging. Burging's kicked though very wide again, and they've really struggled in their disposal from half back, setting up the players down the ground. Again, it's out of bounds.
And I think on the opposite side of the coin there, the Eastern Suburbs are using the ball very, very well.
They certainly are, especially through Reuter. This time, though, his ruck success has been sharked at ground level by Zabevsky. His kick up there to half forward, looking for a teammate. Burging it is. He overruns the football.
Hand pass comes back in the direction of Big Reuter at centre wing, and the big fella's playing the game of his life. Well, not really. He's played many better ones in the seniors, but he punt kicks it up towards the half forward flank area, looking for. Is that a high tackle? Yeah, I reckon you're right there, Grubby. Yep, free kick going Eastern Suburbs way. That's Sean Flanagan, who had a great second quarter. Flanagan now, right foot kick deep into the pocket. Up in front, Ferguson can't take the mark. Ground level. Bell Post Hill got the numbers. Little chip kick, Rabbis it was. Not a good one though. He's put it straight down the throat there of Mark Baresi. And I've been impressed with his game. He got the previous goal for mine. He might set up another one here for the Eastern Suburbs Eagles.
Well, Baresi, he's got a lead there from Nathan Murray. In fact, it was Ingalls. It's ignored. Looks up the direction there of the big fella. Oh, in front was hitting the ball hard was Taskus. Couldn't take the mark. Hits the deck. Now Bell Post still under pressure. Defence from Stubley is okay. Kicks the ball out in a hurry. but it's okay because it's marked by Brett Dalziel, the Wild Child.
And the Wild Child plays on. The kick's awkward. It's okay, though it lands right in the arms there of Damien Hoare, who comes up from half-back flank, takes the mark near up the centre wing, or closer to the centre perhaps. High kick from Hoare, not much carry on the football. Not a good kick. Reuters up, can't take the mark. It was Van der Poel, in fact, at ground level. Valchak's got a hand pass out for Bell Post Hill to Travail. Travail gives it back to his teammate there with a long kick there from Osborne on the ground. Osborne down towards centre half forward. Ronnie Brain claps hands.
Great mark.
And the mark has been paid.
Shane Evans.
And it looks like Evans it is. And he's been a pretty handy defender this afternoon.
The difference now, his foot pass, a beauty, hits Alex Filston on the chest at centre half back. He goes short into the centre, and an unmarked player there, Scotty Gibson, takes the edges of overhead marks.
Chips it out wide to the skipper in Watson, who takes the mark at centre wing. Watson kicks it long towards half forward, not far from the 50. Murray's up from behind, can't take the mark. Picked up at ground level by Brett Ingles. His kick, though, is smothered off the boot. Eastern Suburbs, though, couldn't get it forward. Comes back in their direction of Watson. Cleverly paddles the ball in front of him. It's okay. Got to his teammate there in Petterwood. Petterwood, right foot kick down into the forward zone. Oh, there's a mark. As if you don't mind, umpire. That's Taskus has put one in there. That's the tacker. And he's got, well, I've got a ticker at home, Ronnie. This is a tacker. How they be playing a game together? They can play tic-tac. There you go.
Very good.
Taskus has got it. And if he kicks this one, Grubby, if he kicks this, good night, nurse.
Plenty of time to go. I think he's kicked it, though.
Good night, nurse, for mine.
Second goal, Paul, attacker Taskus. And, well, the Suburbs extend their lead to a further 6 points. And looking very well-oiled machine at the minute, gentlemen.
You may well be right, Cookie, but they've got a fair bit of fighting spirit about them, Belfast Hill. I've noticed them over a long period of time. They won't think they're quite out of it yet, so I don't think they're out of it yet. But
well, I'm telling you, they haven't kicked the goal for a long period of time. They haven't kicked the goal since quarter time.
8-5.
Well, change that pretty quick, smart.
53 Suburbs, 3-5, 23 East Belpost Hill, margin 5 goals.
Baresi gets the hand pass out of the middle of Gibson. Gibson goes long, then to attack again. Ingles, he got the hand pass away down to the forward line, taps it on, was it a throw play on the goal, comes back in the direction of the left footer there. I think he kicked another one.
Flanagan.
That is Flanagan, the young Italian fellow, Sean Flanagan, has put one through. If it wasn't good night nurse before, gratifications.
You got no idea, Cookie. They're gone.
Okay. Well, they're playing champagne football here, the Suburbs, at the start of the third quarter. We've played just 5 1/4 minutes. That's pretty precise, Ronnie. 5 1/4 minutes we played in the third quarter. They've kicked 3 goals. They're looking like they might kick a few more. What about the work of Mark Baresi out of the middle of the ground? Ooh, is he hot?
Yes, he's been a very instrumental footballer here this afternoon for the Suburbs. Back to the centre. This time, Reuter does it again, beats Dalziel. Ball hits the deck. There's been a push, advantage paid, and away goes Chris Kelly now to drive the Panthers into attack. Good lead, 2 out there wide. Looks like Carlo Burging takes the foot in half forward. Looks there for his teammate, leading, comes out, takes a diving mark. It's the Aussie, all right. Brett Osborne takes the footy 45 metres from goal.
Has he played the whole game, Aussie?
No, I don't think so. I think he came on at half time for mine. I just caught him in the play a minute ago and I thought he'd just come on the ground. But what about the Suburbs? They have kicked the last 7 goals of the match so far. Osborne kicks from 48 metres out. He gets a bit close. He tries to kick it hard. He doesn't make the distance. At ground level, left foot snap off the boot here. Charge here for Dawson. Has he got it? He's missed to the left-hand side. And Aaron Dawson just on that left foot. Perfect opportunity to just bring one back. But unfortunately, his kicking is astray. And I think that's the difference in the two sides today, Grubby. The kicking of Eastern Suburbs has been pinpoint with precision, whereas Belpost Hill's disposal has been pretty poor.
Well, that's most definite. Up until the last couple of minutes, I think the possessions would be pretty even. But if that young fella wanted to kick a goal in his life, it was then, I can tell you.
Van der Poel kicked it to himself and nearly missed it, but he went and got it again, did Vander, the old copper.
Whoa.
His kick's all right too. He's got it out there in the direction of Walker. Walker got it. That was Flanagan, in fact. Lost the football though. Left foot kick long by Ante Stosic. Ante Stosic, that's the one they wanted. Oh, great play, Stosic. Great kick on the run. Left foot from 45-degree angle minimum, mile away 55, and he's put it right through the middle.
Yeah, great running goal, the big fella. That's his first for the afternoon and about he needed 4th goal for the Belpost Hill side. 4-6 now, 30. Bellpost Hill Trail, Eastern Suburbs 9-5-59 on the Rex Carell Mitsubishi third quarter scoreboard.
That's their first goal from about the 20-minute mark of the first quarter, Ronnie. So, as you said, badly needed. That's an understatement. They've got one back, but they've fallen two more behind for the quarter. Ball back into the centre. Up they go. Reuter versus Dalziel. Reuter wins it down towards, let's see, trying to get the football out of the centre there.
Oh.
It might have been Ditchburn. Advantage paid now as the free kick went Bellpost Hill's way. The kick long towards centre half forward. A good mark in front of the pack as Ronnie called.
That's Shane Evans again.
Is that Evans again in the bike pants? It is. He's had a good game, Ron, at half back, hasn't he? And he
Very,
takes that one. He squares
strong.
the ball off into the back pocket. It's okay. And taking the mark back there was that Gibson.
Okay, plays on now, finds his teammate and Hobbs at centre wing. He runs his full term and goes to half forward. Mark not paid there by the umpire for Rabbis. Ball now goes out wide, half forward. Eagles into attack. Players all wrapped up, and umpire Sveljic will bounce down.
Got number 61 on the ground for Bellpost Hill too, Ronnie. We don't know who he is because he's not listed in the program unless it's someone that changed jumpers. Ball back into play. Dalziel, the knockdown, gets it across there to Travail. Travail back towards the centre of the ground. Irving works hard, throwing up the football. Play on the call. Travail toe pokes it back in towards the middle of the ground. Coming out in the direction there of Evans. Tries to charge through the centre. Can't do so. He got a handle on it though. Knocked it forward. In goes Travail once again. In goes Kelly, I think you'll find. Stacks on the mill there in the centre of the ground. Must be a ball up decision. Scoreboard shows it is Eastern Suburbs 9-5-59, Bellpost Hill 4-6-30, 29 points to difference, and we have played 10 minutes of the third quarter of the grand final for the Buckley's Cup in the GDFL for 1999.
Reuter does it well again, plucks it out of the air, but tries to kick the football, but it's smothered. Now Bellpost Hill into attack, looking for Everett at centre half forward. Overrunning the ball there was Ditchburn as well for the Hill, but Hobbs cool on the crisis. Hand passes out wide to Petterwood. Petterwood's kick now up there looking for Flanagan. Under pressure from Stubley. Boundary line beats the players. Will have it throw in on that outer side centre wing.
Well, Adam Petterwood, he's received a bit of treatment today. He might be like Bolsterwood by the time he finishes, I reckon.
Well, he's got the free kick, and I'm not sure what for. Bellpost still going to attack, and a nice mark taken. And I think you'll find it could well be Dave Stubley well up the ground. Lovely looking kick now. Back of the pack in front, and that's where you've got to be. Looks like Dale Walker it is.
Yeah, Maxie's got the ball and he squares it off to Vanderpoel, who takes the mark inside defensive 50, runs onto his favoured left foot and goes for the centre of the ground. Nobody home, the ball bounces free in the centre of the ground. Here's the chance that Stubley might have been got a hand pass out. Wasn't good, put Dalziel under pressure. Eagles have got the numbers. The hand pass comes across in the direction of Sean Flanagan, and the little Italian goes towards centre half forward with a little left foot kick. Tried to kick it off the ground down there, couldn't quite left foot on the leather there with Paul Taskas. Tasker couldn't get hold of that one. The ball out wide in the half-forward line, knocked away by Dalziel, still working hard though. Knocked it back though in the direction of Scotty Gibson. Gibson now on the right foot, goes in towards the pocket. And let's see, hit the post.
Great effort from there on the run at full tilt. Shoots from 50, but Scotty Gibson has a bit of bad luck on that occasion, hitting the woodwork, but that brings the margin back to 30 points now. I think you'll find for the Suburbs, 9-6-60 Eastern Suburbs, 4-6-30 Bellpost Hill. Rex Carell Mitsubishi third quarter scoreboard.
Well, they're trying the short game in defence. It won't work. It's picked up there. That's Gibson again having a flying right foot shot. Goes into the right hand pocket this time. He's kicking it like a back pocket player, Scotty Gibson, at the moment. Might need a spell back in the back pocket. He's way offline, but he's got a minor score. So could be an important point when it's 5 goals, 1 the difference now.
I don't think it will be somehow. Cook is the ball now. Back into play. They've elected to go to the outer side of the ground, but again, Petterwood comes in, takes the footy. Oh, he's kicked into the man on the mark. Stubley, it is under pressure. Held without the footy. In fact, it's Glenn Travail, the fish, will get the free kick for the Bellpost Hill side.
He's out at half-back, tries a little short one over the top. It's okay. Marinovic comes in, takes the mark. He squares the ball across towards the centre. They've got to try something different. He looked for Dalziel. The ball bounced cruelly for Dalziel. It didn't for Watson, who bursts his way through the centre, paddles it twice in front of him, picks it up, runs to 50. Watson kicks it long into the forward zone. Great play, Dave Watson. Sensational play. The target leading out in front has taken the grab. And of course, the big arms of Paul Taskas, the tacker, He's got 2 on the board, and if he kicks this third one, he's up in line for best on ground honours, Ronnie. He's been very dangerous in the forward line.
He certainly has. The drop punt looks pretty good from here. Goal umpire said yes. Great goal. That's his third, Paul Taskus. What a great individual effort at centre half forward though, Dean Watson.
It was too, Ronnie, but I think the main thing there is the indication of the whole game. Belpo still mucked around with the ball. They had one bad kick. There's no bad kicks coming from Eastern Suburbs. They're using the ball well.
He's Fano's brother. Uncle Arthur's brother. He's walking past there. The emergency umpire. If he's not Uncle Arthur's brother, I'm not here, Ronnie. You see that? Just needs a pair of those little glasses and perhaps a bit of cider in his hand. Stubby as Strongbow or something. And he could be Noel Fanning, that bloke.
10-7-67 Eastern Suburbs lead. Belpo still 4-6-30. Rex Carell, Mitsubishi, third quarter scoreboard.
Dalziel's up, but he's beaten for it this time by the big fella there in Rangaroita. Got it down to the direction of Berezi. Taken away by Zabreski, though, of Bellpost Hill. He kicked the ball wide again under a bit of pressure. Watson again comes up the ground. Couldn't quite pick it up. He's got a bit of... Oh, great tackle, Watson. And the umpires rewarded him. He came from behind a great tackle. The advantage is paid as Irving goes down with a left foot kick up towards centre half forward. Looking for the diving Murray, couldn't mark. Working hard back there as Manovic, couldn't pick it up. Here's Carr, got a hand pass across there. Oh, awkward looking kick there from Paul Rabbis. Got it back towards Damien, back towards centre half back. Another player is tackled very well, and the umpire has been consistent. That player being tackled there was Mark Berezi. He didn't have much chance, I didn't think, but the umpire's been consistent with that decision.
None at all. No prior opportunity whatsoever on that
Free kick,
one.
was that Stubley? Centre half back there.
Yeah, does it well too. Kicks the ball up, looking for his teammate in Osmond, who doesn't let him down. Vanderpoel for the Suburbs, the coach on the mark. Chips over the top. Oh, not a cool bounce there for Aaron Dawson, who just bit the wrath of Vanderpoel there as well.
Yeah, Vander's coming off, so he just thought he'd lay the hip and shoulder into one before he come off. And he's been important since he come on the ground, Vanderpoel. Now, Reuter goes up and claims the ruck knockdown because he claimed it out of the air. Hand pass was smothered, though. Bellpost still a chance through the agency there of Chrissy Kelly. Goes one way, then goes the other. Straightens up on the right foot and goes towards centre half forward. Oh, here's a great mark taken at half back by Matthew Hobbs. He took a blinder at centre half back.
Yeah, look at this here. You got Irving in that centre wing unattached, and
big bad Irving.
Easiest, yeah, big bad Irving. Oh, his kick is a shocker.
It's a beauty, right? What are you talking about?
Opportunity here for Bailey. If he can run under the ball, he can. Does it all himself. Had Petterwood there giving support, but Bailey goes bang. High flyer back in the pack. Taskus couldn't catch it. As we see now the hill mop up through the agency, I'd suggest, of a Damien Rabbis.
He got it out towards the mystery player 61. We don't know where he is because he's not on the record, but the ball comes back. That might be Lewis, is it, coming down the ground? Has a couple of bounces, straightens up, right foot goes forward to centre wing, looking for in front of the... Pay the mark, umpire. You got to pay that one for mine. In front of the pack there, Carlo Benzing had about 4 grabs at it and has taken the grab in front of Shane Evans.
Yeah, good footy there for the hill. Good positive movement of the ball. Now, Stozic on the lead. And I think you'll find, though, the kick is an absolute shocker. And he's hit it, Maxie Walker on the chest. Walker plays on quickly, finds Petterwood centre wing. Oh, Flanagan comes out, hits it hard, gets up now and plays on. Good football, young Sean Flanagan. Left foot kick, looking for Ferguson. Went without the ball. Now, working hard at ground level, Sobevsky. Little Rover, had it stolen from him by Petterwood. For the Suburbs, kicks it up to the pocket.
Eagles has got it. The Ace has got the hand pass. He's just too close to Vanderline. I think, yes, it's out of bounds. He was looking across to try and give it to Taskus. The old tackle was there. But the hand pass is very close to the fence. Boundary umpire right on the scene said that is out of bounds. My ball.
17-minute mark of the third quarter. Bellpost still trailing Eastern Suburbs by 37 points.
Ferguson does the ruck work, but we'll give that one to Dalziel. He got it down to the ground towards Damien Rabbis. Got a little kick in early, gathered about 10 metres though. Stacks on the mill again. Probably about 25 metres around from the goal, to which Eastern Suburbs are attacking. And it will be a ball up decision. Again, Ferguson will do the ruck work. And again, Dalziel, who's done it all day, comes over the back, knocks it towards Damien Rabbis. Can't quite gather it. Out of bounds. Right forward pocket at the city end of the ground. It's 10-7-67 to 4-6-30 with Eastern Suburbs in control.
Danny Irving coming off the ground for the Suburbs too, limping, being replaced by Luke Price.
Oh, there's another one.
Shot at goal from the pocket. Can you pick up who it was? Jerry Mees popped it through.
There's a lot of congratulations going on. They all congratulate one another. It's hard to see who's who. High fives there from
Scotty Ferguson, I think you'll find.
Ferg. He was pretty happy about it. And the runner straight out to him, so we might give it to him.
Yeah, I'll give it to Ferg. He's had he's kicked his second there, I'd suggest, Cookie. Yeah, he's kicked 1-1 to date, so that's 2-1 off the boot of Scotty Ferguson, the big centre-half
So
forward.
the strength of Ferguson and also Taskistan, there's been a bit of a worry, hasn't it, for the Belpost Hill?
Well, it definitely has in this quarter. They didn't seem to be doing too much damage early, but by geez, they've cut loose this quarter.
Out of the centre comes Chrissy Ditchburn. Gets it down towards centre half forward. I think that's Stosic out in front, is it? And a free kick for a
Yes,
push.
it is.
And Ante Stosic, who's been probably the lone forward for Belpost Hill this afternoon, will see the free kick well inside 50. Distance not a problem. He's got to go back and kick the ball probably about 41 more, not even that. 36 metres he's got to kick it. So Stosic been very good for them in attack, been their only forward, I reckon. Here he comes. Very short delivery there from Stosic. He just took, not a good kick.
Well, he's missed the lot.
And he's missed the... No, he's got to be on. And the boundary umpire doesn't want to throw it in. He's taken off. And the goal umpire... No, it's out of bounds on the full. Unbelievable.
By gee, I hope he hasn't dropped the bundle and dropped the head a bit there. It was a bit of a lackadaisical sort of a kick, really, wasn't it?
Well, it was a one-step stab with the other foot. It looked awkward, and it proved very awkward. It was a shocking kick. And I hope you're right. I hope he hasn't dropped the bundle. Anyway, the ball goes out towards Stosic. High fly. Pay the mark. He hasn't dropped the bundle. His second effort was very good there, and he took the grab. This time he's outside 50. What's he going to do with this one? Much better looking kick. If he'd kicked that in the first place, you would have kicked the goal. Long kick. Up they go towards the forward line at ground level. Carlo Burging gained possession, and as Gravication says, he was tackled high in his efforts to gain possession. He tried to break away on the right foot, and he takes the free kick about 15 metres out from goal. Angle's fairly acute. He's on about a 55, 60 degree angle. They need this one, Belpost Hill. It's 4-6-30 Belpost Hill, 11-7. What's that? 73, Roddy. I think you'll find.
It is.
To Eastern Suburbs. As Burging goes, bang! And I think he's got one back. He's missed. He got a point back. That's what I was talking about right at the time. Gee, how'd he miss that? Well, that's two bad misses, isn't it, Gubby? I mean, you've got to kick those to get yourself back in the game.
Well, that was a bit of a soda, but he's kicked that. The umpire never moved and still signalled a point.
That's why I went for bang. He never moved that umpire.
He did not move.
Obviously, he's got a bad leg or something.
I think it's a little bit of a pity, boys, that the Belpost Hill side just can't get the ball often enough and good enough to big Stosic, because he could have made a big difference.
Yeah, he's played pretty well for the opportunities he's had. I did say that the call earlier. The kick back in, Murray's up in front. He takes a good mark in front of Dalziel there as the ball came back into play. Now Dalziel is over the mark and will give away a 50-metre penalty. So Murray gets another kick, which no doubt will disappoint Dale Maxie Walker out there on the centre wing because he took the grab. But he has to give the ball back, in fact. And Murray, it's a pretty good 50. Murray's kept going. He thought he had 150. He kept going. He was almost in the forward pocket.
Can't blame him for trying.
He's come back down to the centre wing, squares it off. It's okay. Got it across there to Petterwood, who we thought might be Balsawood if he gets it once more. His kick's okay, because the mark has been taken by Baresi. Baresi straightens up and goes long on the right foot, but he's way offline also, and he's put it out of bounds on the full. In the right forward pocket, the city end of the ground. It's 11-7-73 to Eastern Suburbs, and Belpost Hill 4-7-31 for the Buckley's Cup of 1999 in the GDFL.
Rex Carell Mitsubishi, third quarter scoreboard. Time check, gentlemen, shows 21.5 minutes gone of the third quarter. Ball now, Reuter in front, the Sunshine. Just... he couldn't sight the footy. It's over his head, back of the pack, as we see a number of players around the footy. Umpire Gladkill coming and bounce down out of side, half forward flank with, the Eagles into attack.
20 minutes gone, third quarter. A third quarter burst at the start might have sewn this up for the Eagles. Reuter taps the ball out the back of the pack, looking there for... that might have been Petterwood, couldn't quite gather it. Stubley up a chance, couldn't pick it up either. Petterwood's run back onto the football, straightens up on the right foot, runs into the open goal and misses to the right-hand side. So both sides missing some opportunities here. One side to get themselves back into it a bit, and the other side to really finish it off.
Been very busy, young Petterwood out there on that half-forward flank. Good contributor for the Eastern Suburbs Eagles this afternoon. Now the ball brought back into play. You'll find it was Lewis. But again, the big arms of Reuter pulling a great mark at centre-half forward for the Eastern Suburbs side.
It'll be pretty handy having a bloke like Andy Reuter running around the seconds. He's a terrific, he was a champion ruckman for Eastern Suburbs when he played in the ones. He retired and they got him back to play and he's just running around the twos. It's not bad, is it?
Well, I think Belfast Hill will be wishing he was still playing senior football today.
He's controlled the game. His kick is long to the goal square, but marked back there just about on the line, in fact.
Yeah, I think it's Maranovic.
Maranovic, yeah. Yep. Maradovic's got it. He is right on the line because he kicks out from the full-back position. Doesn't quite get hold of it. It goes out towards half-back. Chance here for, that might be Flanagan, is it? Got a hand pass away towards Reuter. Tapped it in front of him, lost it. The ball rebounds, in fact, there to, that was Bailey, in fact, who I called Flanagan. But I think Reuter might have got the free kick because after he knocked the ball on, he was claimed high for mine, and the umpire has seen it that way. And now Andy Reuter gets the chance to, it's a bit closer to goal, Ronnie. Can he kick this one?
He's normally a pretty good kick of the footy. But there's just maybe a slight bruise into his face, so this will test him.
Let's see how he goes. Big Andrew Reuter, right foot kick. Oh, it's a wobbly looking, shocking one right up to the side in the pocket. Petterwood makes a bit of ground there to knock the ball away. Comes back in the direction of Murray. He's kept it in play. The big fella goes on the left foot. Kicks it across the face of goal. Taskus goes up, and he's been paid the mark or the free kick. I'm sure he would have taken the mark had he been not felled.
Oh, definitely. He was definitely going to mark it, and he was interfered with. That one was definitely a free kick. I was nearly inclined to disagree with the last one. I thought the Belpost Hill player actually punched the ball on Big Reuter.
Yep.
Myself, but that one was definitely there, and I think he might nearly dob this and seal it.
It's a lovely kick.
I think you've got it right, Grabby.
Beautiful football. Paul Taskus kicks his fourth. The Suburbs are home, I'd suggest, gentlemen.
He's getting tired, Fano, isn't he?
I've got is it the emergency umpire, Ron?
It is.
See if you can look up and see who it is, because I reckon he's Noel Fanning's father's love child. Yeah, let's say that. He's dead set a ringer for Noel Fanning. Another goal on the board of the Suburbs there, 12-8-80. Belpost still 4-7-31. The margin's ballooned out now to 49 points. And Eastern Suburbs look like having a big night back there tonight. KO, is he something with the club down there, Ron?
Certainly.
How do you reckon he'll be tonight? KO.
Well and truly.
KO'd, I reckon. He'll have one. He'll have about 100, I reckon. They've got the under-18s grand final. They're looking at the reserves grand final right now. Now, is this a send-off? No, it's just interchange, Ron. I thought someone was getting sent off there for a minute.
Where's the interchange?
While the ball wasn't coming back into play.
Well, they could call a count here. What's going on?
I think it might be the blood rule. Because the player coming onto the ground there for the Suburbs, which was Dougie Barwick, got on a bit quick there for the player coming off.
Couldn't see any
There
blood.
was Shane Bailey. And not too much blood streaming for anywhere. So it would have to be quick to get the count though, Grabby.
Well, I think it's about the only way they can get up from here though, Cookie.
I think you're right. Here's Ronnie Brain on Guest FM and Guest Video with a call of the grand final 1999 in the reserves.
Baresi trying to get the ball out, but it ends up with Ditchburn, who in a centre-half forward. Matty Hobbs takes a lovely mark.
At the Van der Pol, and he comes crashing out of the half-back line. Van der Pol on the left foot, he goes up towards half-forward, looking for Murray. It went over the top of the pack. Here comes Lukey Price. One bounce, left foot Lukey. He goes long on the left foot into the pocket, looking for Taskets. It's thumped away by Ravis at the last moment. Oh, what a player, Van der Pol. Has he created something since he come on the ground?
He certainly has. He's been a real good inspiration for the boys from the Suburbs camp. Back down to the footy we go. Left forward pocket. Little chance there, Sobersky. Tries to get the ball forward to Jug Chippy. Support there. Ravis goes around one. Then a left foot kick. Only a short distance. Ditchburn picks up and kicks it hurriedly to centre wing, but there's no one home except for Nathan Murray for the Suburbs.
Very good player at centre half forward, Murray. Right foot kick. Centres the ball beautifully into the corridor. Back of the pack, a chance for Ingles. It didn't get to him though. Taskus kicked it off the ground. Did he get it through for a goal? We'll wait on the goal. Umpire's decision. I reckon Tacker's got another one.
Ho ho! 5 goals in a grand final. A big effort, Cookie.
Well, that's a bit of an understatement, Ronnie. Fancy kicking 5 in a grand final. Did you ever kick 5 in a grand final?
No.
How many did you kick in the grand final, Ron?
3.
Kick 3. And how many heads did you kick at the same time? Because you were a dirty mongrel when you played. I know you were. Neil Gibson told me that, former champion out there at Newtown. He told me you were a shocker. Goal!
Well, Ronnie Lovell told me that you could not play, Ronnie.
That's how much Ronnie Lovell knows. Nothing.
I reckon they're both right, Ronnie Lovell and Neil Gibson. Okay, out of the centre, here's the charge, Belpo still. They've got to work the ball a bit better to their forward line. This kick's a bit better. Coming out and taking the mark in front there is Aaron Dawson. He's already got one goal. He goes towards centre half forward. High flyers wanted, no mark taken, ground level. Here comes Hobbs, he's been a stern player in defence, and he punt kicks it wide towards the centre wing. And the target out there, Ronnie, is Scotty Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson, full of run too, but he went without the footy. Allows now a teammate, Stubley, hand pass over the top's okay. Gets his little rover there in Sabevsky, kicks to centre half forward. The mark has been paid, and Carlo Burging now drives the Panthers into attack, the lead to Stozic. Oh, he's gone without the footy. Allows now his opponent there in Maxie Walker to try and get a kick. It's smothered. Ball spills now. Sabevsky, the little rover, kicks it into the pocket, but unfortunately can't find a teammate, and it's out of bounds. Left forward pocket. Panthers into attack, but they're trailing the Eagles, who are soaring high this afternoon by 55 points. Ball now back into play as the siren sounds to terminate a very one-sided third quarter. The Suburbs dominating proceedings, kicking 7 goals, 3 for the term, and have kept the Panthers to just the 1 goal too, Cookie.
Well, that was a brilliant quarter of football by the Eastern Suburbs reserve side. Absolutely sensational to kick all those goals. We said to Grubby, what are they going to do? He said they've got to kick some goal bell post to it quickly. And what happened? 3 goals in about 5 minutes went to Eastern Suburbs, and the game was over.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened. I think if Belpost Hill could have got them, we could have had a great last quarter. But unfortunately for Belpost, the Eastern Suburbs side, they're a bit fresher too. They've had the rest. Belpost Hill had a couple of hard runs coming through in the wet slogging, and I really think they had to be with it at three-quarter time. For mine, they can't come back from here, but I know they'll show a lot of spirit, and I reckon they can put on a couple just for a bit of the pride of the club and the pride of the jumper.
Well, we've got to give some good players into the day, Ronnie. Well, they're all going to be Eastern Suburbs players, I think.
Oh, yeah, certainly. There's been just a much better contribution. Like the top 6 for the Suburbs have just shone, whereas the Belpost Hill boys, you're struggling to find 3 good, consistent players all day.
The defence has been good. Hobbs has been pretty good in defence. We haven't mentioned him much in the first half of that quarter. He was there in the first half of that quarter. He was very, very good, and he continually got the ball out of defence. Shane Evans has had a pretty good game in the back line too, Ronnie.
Yes, left the arena midway through that third quarter. Let's hope he's not too seriously injured. Could have been a leg injury, I'd suggest.
Petterwood's been pretty quick out on his wing. He's made position pretty well. He's got poleaxed a couple of times too, I might add.
Played very well.
But he's been a pretty good player for them too. And Van der Pol very good in defence also.
Okay, well, we'll be back with the action of the final quarter of the Buckley's Gaming Centre Cup Reserve Grade Grand Final here at St Albans. We're at three-quarter time. Suburbs controlling by 55.